Absolutely.
I got him in the PC group, I got him joining, I just don't know what.
Whoops.
Pretty fast, you know.
Go ahead and look at it.
Yeah. And it's not like we have one.
Well, my people-
I'm gonna do the
Yeah.
what is it, the 1, 2, 3?
I am so cold. My office is.
Are you serious? I'm sitting up here, like the heat was still on in here. It's 75.
It's good in here.
Yeah.
My office
I'm dying.
fire, but I didn't buy it's a little cold.
Yeah. Alright, hello, welcome on this dreary day. Dreary out, right? Right, how's it going? How's it going? Emily Smith is in the house. Come on in.
Thank you. I may be in and out.
That's fine, as long as you're closing deals.
That's right.
Yeah. Close deals.
That's the goal.
There it is. Alright, here we go. Happy Cinco de Mayo. He's going to get margaritas after that.
Fun.
If you are, please, if you're gonna go get margaritas today, drink one for me. I quit drinking about 1.5 years ago, but like this morning I woke up and I'm like, yeah, we good. Margarita on Cinco de Mayo. Well, queso did it too. I quit drinking 1.5 years ago. I just need some. We all have our vices though. All right, well, let's get started, guys. Birthdays! There's a birthday on there that I'd like to leave.
Yay.
But yes, happy birthday. So if you guys see Sam or Ryan Hurst or Tyler Deeds, Lou or April, wish them a happy birthday. We got a bunch of birthdays next week too. So yeah, happy birthday, guys. All right, April newcomers. We had a really busy month. So we have Annie. Newcomer. Anna. Yep. Tara on there, Tasha Mills, Gomez, Jamie. Woo! Beautiful. We had a really busy month. It was a good month. And we already have 2 that came in this month. So you give it up to Lauren. She just keeps cranking it out. Lauren. Lauren. And then we want to thank all of our growth partners. So these are all the guys that helped us grow in April. So thank you, Celeste and Ethan, Jennifer Baldwin, Baggy, James Harris, Daniel Cunningham, and Allie. And woo! Woo! It's a nice
Champagne over referred. That's pretty.
Yeah. That was a good month. So, well, I've got a really exciting announcement. So I'm just gonna do it at the beginning of the team meeting. So I'm like a little nervous. I'm excited. But I have an exciting announcement, guys. We're growing as a market center. And when we grow as a market center, we need more people on leadership. So we have a new person for leadership. And I've got a new role. So, hello. Welcome, Melissa. So Melissa, stand up. Come on up here.
Oh, you're gonna make me come up?
Yeah, I didn't tell you this, but
that's fine.
as you all know, for years, I've been helping out with the other market centers as well. And I do probably more than a typical MCA does. So now I get a new title, which is
Nice.
exciting. So I will be officially Director of Operations for not only Keller Williams Seven Hills, but Keller Williams Commonwealth, Louisville, and Realty Consultants, which is in Southern Indiana. So good.
Yeah.
I will still be here, obviously. 80% of my time will be here. And I'm getting an office next to Annie. So her and I are going to hang out on that side of the office and make it fun. So you guys can come hang out with us. And then one day a week I get to travel And so I got the pleasure of spending probably way too many months. How many months have we? I got a promotion like 3 months ago.
Yeah. You're working hard.
We've been working because we wanted to find the perfect person for this position. So Melissa will now be our official Market Center administrator.
Yeah.
She started yesterday. So Melissa, you wanna, I didn't prepare you for
No,
this.
that's
Threw you up
okay.
on the spot. It's like hard into me when I first joined.
No worries at all. So my name is Melissa Yaga. I don't have real estate experience. However, I am really excited to learn the business. I come from the rental car automotive leasing industry. So have 26 years of experience in that. Have 2 kids, husband, 2 dogs. Live in Mainville. So
Nice.
really excited to be part of the team. This seems like an amazing group of folks. So really excited to get my feet wet. I'm learning a lot and hopefully I'll continue to remember it. But our Lindsay's been amazing at teaching, so really excited to be here.
Yeah, we're happy.
And she loves numbers.
I do.
She loves numbers probably more than that.
Congrats. Oh, wow, I didn't know
That's
that
my
my son
subject.
would like
Yeah.
that.
So Melissa and I are gonna be powerhouse. And
Right?
I'm really excited about it. It's gonna free me up so that I can be in front of the agents more and then other leadership. So that's really.
I've been screening and interview candidates and then, you just kind of know when you find somebody that's gonna fit in. And then
Yes.
we were immediate yes on Melissa meeting her, so
Yeah,
we were excited.
I ran so quickly to the recycling bin for all those other applicants. And I had her, she's like, these can get off of my desk right now. So we're very excited to have you.
Thank you.
Very
Excited to be here.
All right, well, we're gonna keep moving. We got a bucket fill. Let's fill a bucket.
I feel like you're bucking for all the work you've done, like 3 jobs in the last, since the beginning of the year and before that, but. You guys don't realize all the hours, well, you probably do, because you love Lindsay, but. She has been working so much and we appreciate her so much, and honestly, even without a team leader. We've been growing as a market center and it's really exciting and it's because of all of you guys, but Lindsay has been steering the ship and even doing the team meetings every week, so appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you know me, standing up in front of people is.
I don't know, you got pretty good at it. Maybe in the early days, but you all shy. Yeah, look how far he's put you.
Yes, thank you.
One.
Yes,
Tracy, so Tracy just joined us. But she's been an agent for 7 years and she was like, listen, I wanna join the PC coaching team. She's like, there are all these things that I've been wanting to do, and didn't do. So I think it's amazing that an agent who's been in the business successfully for 7 years is like, I wanna
level up.
launch new ideas and ready to also take it off.
Congratulations. Who else? Who has another bucket fill? Come on, we got
It's
one.
put up with me for another 2 weeks, so.
Well, I'll feel bad you for sure, just taking you under your wing and showing me everything, so I know how, well, now I know how crazy, like, completing the real estate agent is. So I have to.
Learning firsthand.
Yeah, so it's a lot of steps, I know, you do, I know it's work, so,
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you got a good teacher.
yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, cool. Well, we're gonna keep moving on. Keeping moving, other way. Okay, so we just finished April. And I wanted to share just some of our numbers. We've had a really fun April. I enjoyed closing out this month because we had over $48 million in sales volume for April. We closed 142 units. We took 121 listings. So I don't know, you obviously don't have frame of reference. In the month of March, we only took like 89 listings. So in April, we took 121, which is great. That's growing. Our listings taken volume, this is what I was really excited about. $99 million in new listings taken volume. So that means that our average listing taken has skyrocketed. Probably have some nice little $1 million listings in there. So that was very exciting. And then what's even more exciting, so if you don't remember, last month we hit a huge goal for the Market Center. We exceeded $1 million in profit share to our associates since the inception of this office. And we added $16,803 this month, so there was a big profit share month. And then we had 10 new agents, so I just wanted to share with you guys this little snapshot of the April market, which I know I'm feeling it. And I wanted to hear from you guys, because in the month of May, it's, I'm gonna get rid of this. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time checking in on you guys and understanding kind of what challenges we're experiencing, because I think if you feel that you're experiencing a challenge, I guarantee the person next to you is probably experiencing a similar challenge or has experienced it. And I wanted to kind of talk to you guys, because I was talking with an agent that popped in today, and she has a listing. She's been under contract 2 times. Both went out of contract. The first one was because the people buying it did not disclose, they disclosed it was owner occupied, or it was gonna be owner occupied, but in fact, they were wanting to turn it into rental. And that wasn't allowed, so 2 days before closing, back on the market, got canceled. And then the second one was one of the buyers had a mental episode. And that has now become a bigger issue, and they've had to go out of contract because there's some legal things going on. So the house is great, no problems with the house, but now it's back on the market for the 3rd time. Nothing that they can absolutely control. So I know that's a challenge that Sue's experiencing. What other challenges are you guys seeing in the market? I want to mastermind around this and see how we can help each other out on this. It's spring market, so is time an issue? Who's running into an issue with time?
I think, I think obviously houses are sitting on the market a little longer. And sellers are still in 2020, where some sellers are still in 2020, where they think it's gonna sell fast. I think it just boils down to conversation with them before you're even putting your house on the market, but some of them still revert back to like, why isn't my house selling, so.
They're stuck in 2020. Seller, you're stuck in
2021, let's say 2021 was.
Well, Emily and I were just having this conversation about, having a tougher conversation up front with the seller.
Yeah.
Than having that conversation after it spits it out the market. It's a tough conversation, but you gotta do it up front. Because. Yes, we all want listings for the drive around buyers, but when they're sitting, that can cause a lot of stress.
I agree,
Yeah.
and I think that's what I've been doing right out the gate. That's like first part of my conversation. But I always feel like if something goes wrong, 90% of the time it's the realtor's fault, no matter what, it can, like that's some of my mental health stuff that I think I struggle with, because I try to give it my all, and
You do.
there's places where things go wrong and it's not always in my control, but it tends to always fall back on the realtor, right? And I guess just what that boils down to is strong communication. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Okay. Well, then you have to recognize that time that's involved in having that hard conversation, you need to be able to take a step back and recover from that.
Give yourself some grace.
And give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What are some other struggles?
Everything's hitting at once for me. So pacing and like not freaking out.
Okay. Well, tell me more about that. So what's all hitting at once?
So I just have, it's like everybody wants to list in May, which is wonderful. And then like my kids are both graduating, so I'm starting to sense and I'm selling my in-laws house in May, so like
Good luck.
the in-laws house and the kids graduating, very emotional. So like, I just have to make sure I'm taking care of myself every day and like taking a walk every day without my phone, even if it's 10 minutes. Doing my declarations in the morning, having my time with the Lord in the morning, remembering who I am, remembering I'm free, I get to do this work, I don't have to do this, I'm not a slave to this, So, but that's kind of where it's funny. The school sent like a mental health thing for our kids and the seniors that are graduating, and I was reading it and I'm like, I need this.
You're bringing it up.
And one of the things I read was like, go out in nature, even 10 minutes. And I literally, it was like 7 AM, I dropped my phone and put on my tennis shoes in my pajamas this morning and just walked in the rain for 10 minutes. And then I came back and I was like, okay, I can do life today. Just one day at a time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have a lot to say about that.
Yeah, no.
But anything that works for you guys, feel free to share with me.
Yeah. Who else? Taking a walk, giving yourself grace.
I'm having to put my phone up too. And just leave it, like whatever that's doing, like. I have to get away from my phone for an hour and do something, whether it be outside or whatever, like I pressure washed last night and that was a break. Like, it is good.
Yeah.
Pressure washing is great, but it was a break, it was a mental break, so I need it.
I do.
But you
Go
have to
do
make
something
yourself.
physical that
Yeah.
doesn't involve your phone and it gives your brain the space.
Yes,
Because
and being outside.
Yeah.
So good.
being outside.
Well, and you also have to think, this is kind of touching on Emily's, like, I know you've got the graduations and the sale of your house, and you talked about everything hitting at once. We have to think about what we're doing every single day that we want to do. And then we have to think about what we're doing every single day that we really don't want to do. What's an example of something that we don't want to do every single day, that maybe somebody else could do it?
Like hiring a TC to do paperwork.
It's like you were in Emily's and
I know.
earlier.
I did not hear your conversation earlier.
That's
Right, you've got to leverage.
Signs
What
in
are some
yards,
other, huh?
lock boxes, signs in yards, lock boxes, Aiden's doing that kind of stuff for me now.
Yeah.
He's doing my Matterport video tours for me now because I don't have an hour to do the videos, and so that kind of stuff I've leveraged with him, which has been amazing.
We were talking about it, literally, this conversation is so funny, but, you know, there is a lot of coaching and a lot of real estate stuff that like, okay, what can, like, if you're gonna leverage, you need to get an ROI on that time, and you need to make 4 times your ROI for leveraging, so you gotta use that time to go make more money. Sometimes, though, don't let that feel, like, you don't need to feel guilty, if you need to leverage something so you can have some peace, like, that's worth money sometimes, right? It's always a time or money problem, so don't let the influencers tell you, like, don't feel guilty about it. Feel good about it, right? It's someone cleaning your house, doing your lawn, whatever it is. So I was suggesting, like, write down for a week, every time that you're like, I don't wanna be doing this right now, write it down. And at the end of the week, figure out which one of those things can you leverage, right? Or which 3 things. And if you did that enough times over and over again, you can get to the point where you're not doing the things you don't want to be doing.
Well, you brought up what I was gonna bring up too, is like,
Sorry.
the lawn stuff, like, that's an example, like, this weekend, I spent 3 hours cutting my grass, edging every piece of my property. It was good, because it was exercise and it gave them mental health, but I know that sometimes, like, I just want and need someone else to do it, because that 3 hours, I could be doing home laundry. Or other things, but it's like, we have to pick apart, it's not just like in transactions, what can I do to leverage? What are some other things in your life that you could leverage that may not necessarily come with a price tag? Or maybe you're asking help when, instead of internalizing it and fixating on it for longer than you should. So you have to identify what are some of the time sucks in your life that either someone can help you with it by doing it for you as leverage, someone can collaborate with you on it, or also think about some of the things that you're doing every single day that if you stop doing that, no one would notice. Those are the hard ones. Like, what are some of the things that you feel like you're doing every single day that's a time suck, that if you stop doing it tomorrow, that no one would notice? And would that free up time for you?
Well, the lawn thing, it's funny that you brought that up, because I've got a listing in my neighborhood. And I was like, I've got to take care of my yard so that the neighborhood looks good. And I didn't want to do it, because it was a 4.5 hour job, because it was trimming, edging, cleaning up, and I probably could have utilized that time to DJ. But I also realized in finishing that, Like, it was a great workout, it changed my mental health perspective, so there was a lot of positives in actually committing to the time and getting the job done. I just don't want to do it all the time.
Yeah. I don't wanna have to do it, you wanna enjoy it. I downloaded an app called App Blocker. I think that's what it's called, I'm gonna double check. But I was, wasting a ton of time on social media during the day, and like every time I picked up my phone, I would scroll. And I wouldn't even pay any attention to what I was scrolling at. So I downloaded this, I'm pretty sure I paid for it, cause they always get me. Yeah, I'm premium, who knows? But it's called App Blocker, and anyways, you can set a schedule for yourself, so I don't have access from 8 to 5 during the day. And then it gives me like an hour, like from 12 to 1, I can check it like during lunch, so I kind of know that's like my lunchtime, yeah, right, but you know. And then it tells me when it's on and off, but when I go in my phone, I now scroll through my email, which is not exciting, but I get stuff done. So that has been a game changer for me. I still don't have enough time in the day, but that's been super helpful. Cause I would get my insights and it's like, you know, a ridiculous amount of time on Facebook each week. And I'm like, what am I even doing? Nothing.
Yeah,
I'm just reading.
good job catching that. So I think a lot of us do that, and so we're not even realizing.
But the brain,
It's not good for your brain.
my brain is so much clearer now that I'm not doing that throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much better. I
That-
felt mentally like, I have, imposter syndrome all the time. Like, I'm never doing good enough and other people are doing better than me and everybody's awesome. And you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that. And since I've been off social media,
You're getting better.
I don't
feel like that
I'm myself.
not
Yeah.
comparing
Compare
yourself,
myself to anybody. So it's really been good for me. I would highly recommend it.
If you're right, it works. I sent her a TikTok yesterday at 3 o'clock. She can watch it.
Like, I don't watch this until 5, but I will text you when I do.
Well, and it's also, you know, when you think about social media and, you know, I didn't grow up with social media. And so the amount of just information that you bring in just a 10-minute period of scrolling and the negativity or even positive stuff, I mean, it's just too much. Like your brain is then overstimulated. You do it right before bed. And then you have a hard time falling asleep. I mean, you have to like social media, obviously we need it in real estate. Like we utilize social media to lead generate, to showcase our listings and things like that, but we need to get back to being content creators and not necessarily the consumers. We can put our things out there, we can reply to things, but I think that overall, everyone spends probably way too much on social media, and that is not good for your mental health.
Especially the ADHDers of the world.
Yeah, that's my problem.
This usually I'll be scrolling, and I'll be like, I'm not even like retaining what I'm looking at, and I'm not enjoying it.
Not at all.
I'm just doing it as a force of habit, and that's
It
like
is
what.
force of habit, yeah.
Exactly. It's just like, I'm doing this, and I'm not even like caught.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll like stretch out and like the farthest corner of my desk and like shove my phone in there, so I have to like fight to go to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I throw my phone across the room at night so that I don't wake up in the middle of the night and scroll, because then I can't go back to bed.
But it definitely affects your productivity.
Oh,
This is see with household members that choose to sit on their phones all day long. And it's like little tasks that they used to do that brought them joy. They no longer have that joy anymore. All they do are they're getting sucked in. So, yeah.
It's
It can
really
be
good, it's
poisonous.
really bad.
That's an example of something that I could stop, I could not scroll again. And no one would notice that I.
Exactly, that's what I, that's
So
why
I
I
could buy back.
Right,
Yeah,
And honestly, I don't scroll a lot. I'm more like post,
yeah.
couple people like, get off. But I do that, I do notice like, if I take a little break or something, I just do it out of
you
habit.
go straight there.
Yeah, I noticed that. And maybe we need to like physically pinch ourselves when we do that, like.
But she has something on our phone that goes wang every time you do it.
Yeah, we have a pattern interrupt with the bracelet, when we learned in bold, the pattern interrupt.
Yes,
Yeah, so maybe we start wearing a bracelet and, or a rubber band, a hair band, to flip it, to remind ourselves, but.
I do all my posting through another app that I pay for, called Buffer. And it lets me post to all of my accounts at one time, and then it staggers when they post. So I don't even have to get on Facebook to post. I do it through Buffer, and then I don't scroll.
Yeah.
So I know you can do that through Command too, but I post a lot on my personal, and you can't do all of it in there. And then Buffer, I have like 2 Instagrams, I have a TikTok, I have a YouTube channel, I have a Facebook. And I literally upload it one time and then it decides the best times for the algorithm to post on each site and then it just does it. So,
Yeah.
I would recommend that too.
Yeah.
Sorry if you spend extra money each month.
So I think that, like, we're in agreement, like, we need to make sure that we do an internal check with ourselves, right? We need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. It's going outside, taking a walk, it's having conversations with family, it's focusing on our kids, it's sometimes it's being alone, maybe it's sometimes being with more people. But we need to make sure that during these busy times, especially in this spring market, that we are taking care of ourselves, because what's gonna happen is inevitably burnout. It will happen and agents get burnt out through the spring market. And then what happens when burnout happens?
Shut down. Use. Names them on your lead gen and future business. Let's see.
Yeah. It turns into this for you and your business. Because you hit this month right here, burnout happens, you stop doing the things that you need to be doing because you absolutely don't want to do them, because you're sick of it. And then you recover, or you have to get to this point again because income has stopped.
Yeah.
So in order to ride the roller coaster of real estate, you really need to take care of yourselves, be in touch with yourself, and realize that if I'm not taking care of myself, I will burn out. And then you're gonna look up in a couple of months and realize that you're not having any closings. Okay? So what I wanna challenge everybody right now, is a little quick activity. Is this week, with all the time, because time is an issue, you don't have enough time. Is I want you to write down one thing that you're gonna do for yourself this week. One person that you're gonna share gratitude with. And then one non-negotiable. Something that you've been putting off that you need to do that's causing you strain in your brain because you don't want to do it, but you have to get it done. And you've got to put it on your calendar when you're gonna do it. So we're gonna do one thing you're gonna do for yourself. One person you're gonna share gratitude with, and one non-negotiable. Something that you've been afraid to do, putting off, that if you get that done, it's gonna make you feel better. Okay? And if anyone wants to share with me.
Mine is walking every day.
What is yours?
Walking every day.
Walking?
Last year, I think when my business picked up, I started a habit, which I think that's like, takes 64 days, I think, to create a habit. And I just made a commitment to go walk. I just started out with 30 minutes in the morning. It's like at 6 a.m. And I would put James Shaw in my ear and go for a walk. And I definitely felt like my energy levels picked up. My brain was more focused, just that 30 minutes a day. And it ended up being 45 and an hour some days, but I did it 7 days a week. And it was the only time that I kind of had just time to myself. Wasn't time that I had to care for the animals, deal with mom, deal with groceries, deal with, the household and all that. And it definitely changed my year last year. It made me, I believe that it's the biggest contributor to me being top 20%.
Thank you for sharing.
So I gotta do that.
There should be no reason we should give that.
Exactly.
You have it?
Done it in the snow, the rain.
Yeah, that's kind of hard though, like it gets cold.
Travis is gonna share.
So when I started real estate, well, you know more than I most, I was in music pretty heavy. I sold pretty much all my gear when I started, and about 4 weeks ago, I started playing every Sunday. So I'm like finding myself again. And like it's kind of blaming real estate for at the end for like keeping me away from this part of my life. So just kind of that comfort and just kind of relearning myself. It's definitely helped. Mentally.
Are you playing in Stanley's again this weekend?
Yes.
What
Maybe.
time? Maybe.
I
Okay.
want to take 1 week off because I wasn't happy with a certain thing that I need to work on, but I might.
Yeah.
keep up.
And what instrument do you play?
Guitar.
Guitar. Who else? One more person who wants to share. No one shares, I'm gonna just call him Kelly.
Kelly.
All right, Kelly, what are we gonna do this week?
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna get my oil changed outside. So
Yeah, it's so hard to get a car and.
These are things like, literally, these are things I call the details of life.
Yeah.
I just don't wanna have to do it.
Yeah,
So I need a house husband again, so.
Yes,
I tried to get Celeste
Kind
on
of have
my
one now,
wife.
straight.
I've asked.
I have to make the dentist appointment for that.
yeah.
But I have to call the insurance, it's a whole.
Exactly.
I called him last week, it just
Yeah.
didn't matter. So yeah, that's what I have to do, but
Yeah,
Like,
I'll
I just
share.
Sit there.
I'll share when it's uncomfortable to share with, but now maybe you guys can hold me accountable. So I got my hearing tested last week. That was fun. That's fun. So I'm gonna get some hardware.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some hardware. So if you guys really know me, you know that I'm a lot of what? What?
Just talk really high to her, tell her everything.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna get some hardware. So hold me accountable because it's not something I want to necessarily do.
Yeah.
But that is my non-negotiable that is on my list. So we'll be getting it.
Did you get the tick tested?
No, we don't need to talk about that.
One thing at a time.
I'll pick up Lindsay to go.
Yeah, deal.
Yeah.
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 Well, here, I'll tell the story real quick. Last week during team meeting, while we had a presentation, and just mind you, I was out in the woods with Dave hiking a couple days before. I, during the meeting, actually found a tick on my head.
Oh.
So I was up here,
Oh,
With a credit card.
and I put it on my notepad. And then and I'm up here, we were and I'm literally killing it. while I'm standing up there. It was,
Did you notice?
no one
No,
knew,
you
no one
did that
knew.
very discreetly.
And then I went to a meeting.
Yeah.
And was ready to, like, my skin was crawling. And I don't like bugs. If there's a spider in the office, everyone will know. Because I will scream. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I thought there was real danger one day and it was just small spider.
Hey,
I hate bugs. Well, thank you guys for doing that with me, because I think it's important that we are conscious of our mental health of our peers. Because we just don't know what's going on in everyone's lives, and as a brokerage, there's sometimes transactions will just push us to our absolute limits. Just know that what you're experiencing in that transaction has probably happened a dozen times to someone else in our office. Don't be afraid to reach out to other agents. Talk with leadership. Just know that we're not alone in this by any means. Okay. But thank you.
thank you.
For checking in with us. All right. Back to the training calendar. So it is May. We've got, so we finished up Ignite in April. Ignite was awesome. Thank you guys. I know Tracy came to a couple sessions, Annie was in sessions. It was a good Ignite. We learned a lot, and we're gonna be teaching Breakthrough 120. So keep an eye out for that. It's a new course. Probably gonna be teaching that in June or July. But this week we have lead gen with PC is starting. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, correct? 9 o'clock. In that area over there, we will be lead genning with PC. So if you're interested in productivity coaching, reach out to Annie. The group is gonna get bigger and it's gonna be fun. All right. And then Red Day is next Thursday. If you have not reserved, we are working with Cincinnati Parks again. We're all gonna be on the same site. We're gonna meet here at the Market Center at 8:30, and then I will have the address. We're gonna get t-shirts and then we'll all go on site. After Red Day, so around 12:30, we'll all then pop over to Mattree and Oakley for beverages and food. So the Market Center will buy the food. You guys can buy the beverages. But you do need to RSVP here. Once you RSVP, you will get an email with a link because you do have to sign a waiver with the Cincinnati Parks. So QR code, who all has signed up for Red Day?
Anne's got an 86-year-old mother.
But I didn't get a waiver. I registered.
I know, we haven't sent them out yet.
Future.
Okay, I thought it was like
We
an
just
audit.
learned about the way.
No, it's not auto. You will get a waiver when Lauren and I decide to fill it out.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't like not
Yeah.
do it right.
We just got it like Friday last
So I
week.
haven't at the park that they now need a waiver.
Huh? Since I'm parks, I don't know, every job on there has waiver now, so maybe we were supposed to sign them last year and we just didn't.
We were.
A little bit of a rule breaker.
It's okay.
Okay, and then KW Cares Month. So May is KW Cares Month. Mo Anderson's turning 89, so we have a goal of hitting every market center to hit at least at minimum $890. We are gonna do some fun stuff at Red Day for KW Cares as far as trying to raise money that day, but if you wanna make a donation right now, you can. Through this QR code, it's a unique one for our market center. And it's also on your printout that Lauren made. And then let's do I Have, I Need, and then we'll have our affiliate jump up at 11:45. So who had I Have, I Need? Who's got some?
I have,
Good.
go ahead, you go ahead, you got a lot more than me, no, I got one.
Go ahead.
All right, so let's
I have a
wait.
listing, going live Friday, it's in Norwood, northern part of Norwood. 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, fully finished basement, beautiful backyard, well maintained, it's good bones, it needs updating, it's going for $235. We already have like 6 showings booked, so wow, we are hoping for a quick sale,
Yeah.
yeah.
Got a 3-1 in Mount Healthy. It's been flipped. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, no garage. On 7 Hills. That'll be listed either tomorrow or Thursday. I've got a Springboro house I've mentioned before, big house, pool bar in the basement. That'll go on in probably 2 weeks. What's the name of this other one? I can't think. Settlers Walk. What else have I got coming?
Like a condo.
I have a condo in Westchester. 2-bedroom, 2 bath. I have it listed at 200. It needs paint carpet. I think we're gonna do paint carpet. I have it $20,000 to $40,000 under the comps that are completely outdated. So there's 2 others for sale in the complex. They're both, one's $20,000 higher and one's $40,000 higher. And then I have a listing in Norwood, 2-bedroom, 1 bath for $175. So that is no off-street parking, so that's tricky. That's why it's still on market. And it's on Lincoln.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Right, you guys.
I think it wasn't a flip, I got it as a rental.
Okay.
And we just decided to get rid of it right now. I mean, I've still got it up for rent, so it's basically it sells or it rents and then we'll take it off the market. I have buyers looking in specifically Hyde Park if we can get it. If not, they're open to surrounding areas, but not Norwood. Like Hyde Park, Mariemont, Madeira, Indian Hill. Budget of up to 7. They need like a 3-2 with some sort of garage. Off-street parking, obviously. So if anybody has anything off market, they're pre-qualified and ready to go. I think. Oh, I may have one in Deer Park. 3-2. Really cute street, fenced in backyard, 2-car garage, probably like $315.
What street, do you know?
It's on Clifford. I think that's
It's a
it.
good street. My brother used to work.
Oh, really? It's a really cute house. I love it. It's really nice. She loves it. And she's got 2 kids now and they just need more space. So it's a cool house.
Okay.
What do you got?
So I've got my in-laws house. Single owner, they built it 40 years ago, meticulously maintained. It's in Sigmar Schools. It has a pool, a ground pool. And it's in Sims Township, 4-bedroom, finished lower level with a pool bath down there. 650 going live next week. They need occupancy through beginning of July. But it'll be fine. That's gonna be great.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Then I have an active listing on Cooper Road with pool and the biggest walk-in closet I think I've ever seen. And a huge, like, chef's kitchen, walks into a great room. That's, right now, it's at $650. And then I've got at the end of the month, I've got for $250, really nice bi-level in Hamilton. It's kind of like Westchester Hamilton, though, it's not really like Hamilton, but the address is that, and that is the sweetest lady, she's actually deaf. So, that has been, and she's just beautiful, it's beautiful, it's a beautiful thing. And then I've got one in Goshen, I think it's gonna go live next week for $425. It's a DR Horton home that was built like 3 years ago. It's the best lot on the property, so if you have a buyer who wants like a lakefront property and the lake stock fish and they have a, like, it's a beautiful home. So it's empty, so I gotta get the photos done. That's going on. That's it. Oh, no, I need acreage somewhere out in like Todd's Fork, Oregonia, like 12+ acreage. For somebody who wants to do an animal sanctuary. Oh, I wanna go live there with them.
Ask Nicole. Nicole asked me about land yesterday. I don't know what she's got or where it's at, but ask her.
Nicole Remuda.
Ask her where her land is that she has.
Okay.
She
I
has.
love land too, like I really wanna be a land farm lady agent.
Yeah.
Just so you all know.
Well, that made me think. I have buyers that are looking for land, with a house. In the Inglewood, she's a vet. She's gonna work, near Inglewood. Darren's helping me with them. And it's my cousin and his girlfriend, but they need 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and they want at least 2 to 3 acres. But they would take more. So I know that's north, but if anybody hears of anything or sees anything, send it to me. She is a veterinarian or she is, yes. 6 or 560 is what they're thinking. She just got a job offer at a practice up here, so she's moving. She's a horse girl. She loves horses, so they.
Oh, you might want to reach out to Jennifer Baldwin.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a really good idea.
Reach out to Jennifer.
Okay.
See, this is why people need to come to the meetings.
What do you got, Kendall?
I have a house in Anderson, Cherry Grove that's coming probably end of May. It's a 4-bedroom, I think 2.5 bath, 360. It's gonna need some cosmetic improvements, but it's very solid. You guys know anybody? And then I have one in Mason, Princeton Schools, but it's undetermined when it's coming. Hey, somebody knows somebody that's dying to move in the Mason with Princeton Schools. And then I need a new build somewhere between Oakley and Blue Ash in the 800 to 900 range. I would love some sort of first floor or like basement separate suite with a walkout. It'd just be a bedroom and a bathroom. Open floor plan. Definitely garage. So if you guys see anything, know anything, see something that's coming soon. And then if we find that, then I will have a 6-bedroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bath, 5,000 square foot house for sale in Wyoming.
Ooh.
Price undetermined. Wow.
That's a lot of years.
There's a lot of house. There's 3 primaries.
Oh my God.
There's a first floor primary that
Sounds like
could
a
be a
group
mother-in-law
home.
suite.
Family compound.
Yes,
Yeah.
the compound.
It's a big house. It's really pretty.
Can we there? Think about it.
Alright, who else? I have any.
I need 2 properties, actually. I need a single family or duplex, either one. Couples are gonna do some rentals,
Where?
preferably Forest Park or surrounding areas. Up to 250, 300 maybe. And I also need a 3-bed, at least 2 full baths with main floor laundry in Colerain or surrounding areas. Up to 350-ish in that range.
Yeah. Yeah.
Harrison listing, 370 for the, get that back.
Said Harrison. Anyone else? Have I need? All right, well, guys, we have a special guest. We have Ruoff here and they've provided us with some lunch, yummy lunch with Padova, correct?
Yay!
Yeah. It's Cinco de Mayo and it's Taco Tuesday and Lindsay said she has to keep us somewhere, so. It's gonna be a fun day.
Great.
Okay. All right, well, we will be a little short. First of all, we have an introduction as Maggie has a new person. We have a new person to our team too, Maddie Hemby. And she survived her first year out of college working for TQL. So if anyone has anyone, so she decided logistics is not her love language and she's joined us. So she's getting licensed right now. She's going to be helping us through a lot of our marketing and events. So you'll be able to see her at a lot of our stuff. So we wanted to just come and introduce herself. I'm going to talk about some of our events and the guys are going to talk about a new product. Well, a product we have that we haven't spoke about a lot that can help kind of solve some needs. So
New to you all.
first of all, pickleball. So we have Wednesday, so tomorrow, first Wednesday of every month, we have pickleball happy hour. We have learned that Will is a pickleball pro in training. We did a team event for Brian's team, what was that, last week before? Was super fun. So anyways, we do pizza with two cities, we have beverages, we have a lot of fun. Emily's come quite
That's
often, we
really
miss
fun.
her smiling face there. But we'll send that over to you guys if you wanna come. We do have an.
Lodge.
At the Pickle Lodge in Westchester. You will also see us if anyone's coming to the Realtor with Hearts pickleball event at Aces. We are sponsoring your beverages. And AJ and I'll be there playing, so.
Is that the one in Norwood?
Yes.
Aces is gonna be.
It will be
Pickleball,
Pickle
yeah,
Lodge. Yeah, absolutely. And we always have an instructor at our Wednesday event, so if you're newer to it or not feeling like uber comfortable with your pickleball skills, that's okay. I never played until I joined Ruoff, so we have an instructor there every.
Is that a that event?
Mhm.
You'll have an
Yeah.
instructor.
First Wednesdays, we have an instructor there for an hour, so whether you've never picked up a pickleball paddle, which a lot of Brian's team had never done, and now they're all pros, so it'll be good.
Okay.
Also, for those who came to our DE class that we had here in February, and you guys had requested that we did more of a ChatGPT dive, we've solved that. So June 3rd, also at the Pickle Lodge, we are doing process 2 to our CE class. So it'll be 2 hours of CE, and then we'll follow up with pickleball after, but it'll be kind of a refresher for your Google business pages. For those who maybe went to the class but never really executed any of that, we'll kind of dive into that, but then dive into how ChatGPT is changing your business and how people are going to start searching that through AI, not necessarily people. So pass those along. Yes. Okay. We'll take it away.
I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
Which TV show? Probably this, I'd be the worst weatherman in the world. We're going ahead and kick it off with this one. So, guys, we have been hearing you all. We've heard a lot of questions about, are you gonna have, is there gonna be a bridge loan coming? Is there gonna be, I got an issue with this contingency. How do we work around that? Ruoff heard you, we listened to you, and we've got a product that we're really excited to share with you. So introducing Calc. Calc is a phenomenal tool to be able to get an exception on your contingencies. It's a great way to streamline, and it's a great way to be able to pull equity to be able to purchase a home as well, which functions similar to a bridge loan, except this one will not affect your client's debt to income. It is a great way to keep the process moving. We all three have used it. It's a phenomenal team that partners with Ruoff Mortgage. They're responsive, they're great, and they work well. So what can Calc offer you? Non-contingent bids. Again, it's as simple as, when I did my Calc offer for a client, it was as simple as them getting on a FaceTime call, talking to the client, looking at the house. They write up they write up basically a backup cash offer. And then you're able to take that as a lender and get an exception on the guidelines. Cause look, guys, here's the thing. Calc has no intention of buying your guys' houses. They haven't bought a house in over 4 years. Their whole entire purpose is to partner with Ruoff Mortgage to keep your process moving so you can keep your offers moving into the table. The financing contingencies make the process even harder, because here's the thing. Financing contingencies, don't get me wrong, I've closed them, But we all know you've got to come in more competitive when you're putting together a contingent offer. On average, there's been studies that have shown that an offer has to be anywhere between 3 to 11% above the asking price to get a contingency offer accepted. There's always the question of, how's this, is this gonna, how stable is this gonna be? We're sitting there, we're trying to go back and forth with the listing agent, begging them to take the deal. This takes all of that off the table because now you're not having to worry about, where is this offer gonna come from? We know where it's coming from. We are the source of where this thing is going to come from to get your deal across the table. Calc offers a backup binding offer on the client's home, like what I was talking about. Ruoff originates the mortgage on the new home without a home sale contingency. Client closes on the new home and moves in, and then you sell the home for the full asking price. Again, that backup offer, it's purely to get your deal across the plate. They have no intention, Calc has no intention of buying your client's house. It's to keep your client moving and getting the keys to your new home.
You gonna talk about this part?
Yeah.
Boom, tag in.
All right. All right, so the way it works, the way it's structured is they charge $2,000 for the fee and then 1% of their offer price. So if they're offering, $200,000 to purchase your home, it's 2,000 plus 2,000, so $4,000 in total closing costs that they would charge for this product. Well, there's their example. I'd use a different example, sorry, but. So. Where is that at? Is that on a different slide? No. Oh, you got. So there also is, I want to mention, it's not on this slide, but there's also, talking about the trade-in mortgage, there's two different products that they have. So they have a contingency buster, which is simply just removing removing the mortgage off the DTI. So that is a separate product. That's usually the turnaround is 1 to 2 days for them to get an offer to your client. And then the trade-in is the one that also accounts for the equity that they need to pull if they need funds for down payment on the new home. Oh, there's this slide. Sorry.
Kind of last minute.
So it's like a unicorn, we have buyers all the time, I'm sure you have them, they wanna get pre-approved just in case that unicorn house comes up. And when that unicorn house comes up, Friday at 4 o'clock, right? And they don't have their house prepared to sell. They didn't extract out any of the equity, even though we probably all as a group have said, hey, if your down payment's sitting in that house, we should do a home equity line now. So that if, 6 months down the road, you find your unicorn house, you're ready. So that never happens. So this is what allows those buyers to continue to be active in the market because they're scared. They don't want to move twice. They don't want to have to pay for a short-term rental in order to get their house off the market and not write a contingent offer. So this helps kind of as a funnel, as a lead gen protector for you all when you have those clients that ask those things. Well, if that specific house where I can have an animal sanctuary comes on the market, then I'll move from this house. But until then, I'm not doing it. So it comes in as really a last minute resource to help you all when that house happens. How can we help them quickly get this house either wrapped up, get it out of their DTI, get their equity extracted so they can go buy this house, protects you as the potential listing agent so that you can still be able to list their house afterwards. Instead of coming in at the last minute and trying to figure out how to get their house rushed on the market, get an accepted offer and somehow figure out how to do a simultaneous close. Have we all done those? Yes. Are they a headache? Yes. So it just kind of helps protect them.
Clients wait until the last minute. I don't believe it.
Eligible property?
Yeah, so this is basically just for, owner occupied property, single family, duplex, modulars, and condos up to 5 acres. So there are obviously the ineligible products, which are investment rentals. So this does remove the barrier of having to write a contingent offer and having your client be put in this position where I'll give you an example. So I've got a client right now, he is looking to move, but due to all of his student loan debt, his debt to income ratio is extremely high. So due to that, he can't approve with not only the DTI, but doesn't even have the funds to put down on the next home. But he's in a desperate situation where he has to move. He has built equity in his current home, so there is equity to use. He was hesitant at first, but once I explained it to him, and once his realtor told him, hey, look, all of these homes that you're looking for are in this bucket of 200 to 300,000. That's where everyone is obviously, making these offers. So she's like, we can't write a contingent offer because you don't even have your home in contract yet. He's been listed for over a month and a half. So this is a perfect product for him to be able to write an offer and get out of the contingency and also use that equity in his home.
There's a lot of specifics to it. We actually have probably about a 25-page deck. We condensed this down to about 6 pages for you guys for this part of it. But we'll be glad to come in on a separate time and like really focus on a class for it, so you can kind of learn the ins and outs, or just reach out to us and we'll do a one-on-one with you to kind of teach you through it. So obviously, when we have clients that come to us and you all have taken the time and trusted us enough to refer it, we're gonna look through all of those avenues when they own a house currently. Do they have equity? Do they have liquid money? Can we recast it? Can we do a HELOC? But if we come up with none of those work, this is the perfect way to solve that need, to get their debt to income ratio corrected without having to sell and without you all having to write contingent offers. So, you guys have any questions about it? No, all right. Well, we thank you for your time. We have Qdoba coming. I don't know if it's here yet because I've been enjoying time with you all. So I'm gonna let you guys wrap up and we'll go see what's here so we can have some tacos.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, that concludes team meeting. Love it, on time. So we're gonna have lunch in the kitchen area. If you guys have any questions or need anything, let me know. We'll be hanging out. And thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Thanks, Lindsay.
You told me. Saw it.